We interrupt this story because we want to bring you some breaking news. The governor is
called a state of emergency.
After declaring a state of emergency. Let's listen in.
Our National Guard has already deployed members around the state. We're in a position to mobilize another 8,000 members around the state. I've spoken to our utilities. They're pre-positioning assets and individuals. Our state emergency management teams and our counties are getting prepared. They're activating at the appropriate time for that county to get ready. The biggest thing is our citizens. You know, we have so many people that moved to Florida since we've had a hurricane. And hopefully this will not become a hurricane. We have a lot of visitors here all the time. So the most important thing for every family is stop and think about your family. Think about your parents, your siblings, your kids, your grandkids, and say, how do I get them ready? Do I have enough water? Do I have enough food? Is there medicines I might need? Well, one of them needs a shelter. Make sure you know where the shelter is. Follow the news all this weekend. A lot of people think, oh gosh, nothing happens on the weekend. This storm is going to come into our state sometime probably late Sunday, so watch the news. Follow your local elected officials about evacuations. But we're going to do everything we can. We have a great state for emergency preparedness. We've got a great National Guard in our state, but all of our citizens have to be active. You've got to take care of yourself before we can help you. So we all continue to pray for the best, but prepare for the worst. And now I'll turn it over to Attorney General.
Thank you. Governor Scott, thank you for working around the clock to protect our state, and thank you, Lieutenant Governor Carlos Lopez-Cantera. Because the governor has declared a state of emergency, this is very important. We have activated our price gouging hotline. So therefore, if someone tries to raise and the governor told you about all the essential commodities you need, if someone tries to raise the price of water, fuel, canned goods, propane, charcoal, radios, lumber, and you need to contact our hotline. Also, even if tomorrow morning the sun is still shining here in this part of the state, and someone comes to you and tries to charge you a fortune to trim your trees or to put up a hurricane shutter, call the Better Business Bureau, call my office, go on myfloridalegal.com or 1-866-9-NO-SCAM, because we want you to be safe, but you will not be taken advantage of. Thank you.
I'm going to say a few words in Spanish. Hemos visto que la ruta de la tormenta va más al oeste y por los próximos 24 horas no vamos a saber qué impactos vamos a tener aquí en la Florida, pero creo que es obvio que va a haber lluvia. Y aquí en el área de Tampa, Hillsborough, Pinellas, Pasco, han habido inundaciones en los últimos meses y es importante preparar para más lluvia en los próximos días, el domingo, el lunes. Lamentablemente, durante épocas de emergencia, hay personas que quieren aprovechar y aumentar precios sobre cosas y necesidades que son importantes, como agua, gasolina, radio, baterías, y la fiscal general del estado ha creado un teléfono donde pueden llamar el 866-966-7226. Si alguien está tratando de aprovechar de ustedes y aumentar precios sobre necesidades, llamen a ese teléfono porque es ilegal y no lo deben de estar haciendo. Así que lo más importante es prestar atención a los noticieros, sus oficiales electos y esperamos lo mejor, pero estamos preparados por lo peor. Gracias.
Mayor, do you want to?
Cindy. At the local level, we've been preparing for the last couple of days for this. Obviously, over the last 4 weeks, we've had a lot of experience. The ground is still saturated to a much lesser degree than it was 2 weeks ago, but it is still an issue for the Tampa Bay area. Certainly the city of Tampa and Hillsborough County has some other issues. But for the city of Tampa, if you see standing water, don't drive in it. We know where the areas that historically flood are. Avoid them at all costs. This will be a much briefer event than what we lived through 2.5 weeks ago, but the same issues will be involved. We have sandbags that are open and available. We have stage barricades. Our folks are out there. Our officers know where the areas that historically have flooded have been. We will be immediately responding to them if we get a lot of standing water. But for us here in the city of Tampa, just be careful. Don't be stupid. Don't bring your jet ski to Hyde Park. Avoid the flooded waters, and just use common sense. I mean, that's all we're asking you to do is use common sense, and don't drive if you have to. We're going to get through this like we did the event a couple weeks ago. We're strong. We're a great city, and we take care of each other. So let's get through another couple days, and we're going to be okay. Chairman Merman.
Thank you. And just to also mention our pets, as you know, General Bondi, we do have a lot of people in our community that own pets. Hillsborough County does run our animal services, but please have a plan for your pet too, and do not leave them unattended or deserted somewhere. I think it's really important. But we will have shelters ready, especially for the disabled. We have sandbags, but we still have a lot of homes underwater up in the northwest part of the county, and more rain is going to exacerbate that problem, but we're ready, and we're going to help them. We'll evacuate them if we need to, and we just want everybody, please be safe. Don't be complacent. Though, even if the storm weakens somewhat, I know from Charlie and all the other storms we had, I mean, it can gear up, gain speed, redirect itself. It can go anywhere. So don't be complacent. Be ready. And thank the governor, really, for coming here today. He has shown a lot of concern for our community through this 20 and 30 inches of unprecedented rain. So I just appreciate the effort. Thank you.
Governor, can I add one more thing on the tow trucks? If you're a tow truck driver, you better be charging reasonable prices. Hopefully no one will need a tow truck, but if your car's flooded and they're trying to charge you exorbitant prices, call our office. Thank you.
I'm glad to answer any questions anybody has.
Governor, is there anything you can do in advance as far as relief efforts go, knowing we sort of know what's coming here, so you're able to get things in position, resources, people in position for after the storm before it hits?
Well, first off, we're already positioned National Guard members, and we're in a position to mobilize another 8,000. Our utilities are already pre-positioned individuals to get ready for that. We have we are talking to individuals, groups like the Red Cross and others that are involved in our shelters. I had an agency heads meeting today and made sure all of our state agencies went through all their stakeholders and said, what do you need? Make sure you have everything. So if you go around the state, we have a very good state emergency management team. The counties do a great job. Hillsborough's got a great emergency management team. So we're heading in the right direction. So. But the bottom line is everybody's got to get, every citizen's got to start by taking care of themselves. We're going to do, we have great teams around the state. We have great sheriff's departments, first responders, fire departments. But, make sure food, water, radios, all these things, get ready.
All right, thanks, everyone.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right. Can we ask the mayor a question? Mayor, can we ask Mayor, how concerned are you about water being on top of water at this point, given what we had a couple of weeks ago?